It's day number 7. So when you look at it, we're wrapping up today the first week in the new month of September.
Yeah.
And it's a good vibe right now. Here we are. Shells is here with me, DJ Audley. I see Jody stepping in with something in her hand that I think I want to share in a little while from now. From this distance, it looks really, really good. Maybe delicious, actually. If you get my drift. Morning, room, and good morning, Bridge Nation. We're here with you until 10 o'clock this morning. Today being a Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. So what happened to me yesterday is during the afternoon showers, where I was, at home that is, I ended up falling asleep. And I got a really, really good sleep until maybe somewhere in the region of 12 o'clock this morning.
Yo.
But then I had a problem falling back asleep.
Yeah, you're up and going.
I had to find a way around that. But let me tell you something. We're happy to be here. So how you doing, boss?
Yeah, we're good. You know, it's a weird morning for Chelsea fans.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, you know.
Manager get fired.
Thomas Tuchel got fired this morning.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Very well early. Early.
You saw it coming?
Of course. Come on. Let me tell you my issue with Tuchel quick and fast. You can't be after every game. Highlights that the players now in a good attitude, we're too easy to beat. All these things are your job. Basically, after every defeat, you're highlighting the fact that you're not doing your job. So you think, and the manager is American, the owner now is American. And you know, Americans full of pride. And he spent over 200 million just on a defensive line. It can't work. Got to go.
Well. Any word of who might replace him?
A lot of persons I'm hearing. Zinedine Zidane is a person in line.
Zinedine Zidane's name comes up every time.
Every time. Got big coach, man.
Every time there's a vacancy here. Yeah. Zinedine Zidane could take the job.
And Spurs and PSG former manager Mauricio Pochettino.
Oh, yeah?
Another one.
Okay.
So we'll see how it go.
All right.
Big coaches.
Yeah, we'll see how it go.
All big coaches for a big team.
Yeah.
I mean, not because I support Man U. I wish them well. Yeah. Because we need the competition. You get my... So once again, we say good morning and welcome. It's up and go.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. Let's go to our WTF.
What the fact?
That's the feature that's on right now.
Yeah, man, all right. You don't want to know. Koalas. Yeah, you know koalas. Well, their fingerprints are almost indistinguishable from humans. Yeah, man, they almost can't tell it apart. You can believe that? Now, we've often been told that monkeys, or apes if you prefer, are our closest living relatives. Now, the similarities are a little too close for comfort at times, as anyone who's seen those guys lazily scratching their hindquarters at the zoo would tell you. But did you know that koala fingerprints are so close to humans that they could taint crime scenes? That's right. Koalas might not seem to have a lot in common with us, but if you were, to take a closer look at their hands, you'd see that they have fingerprints that are just like humans.
Wow. That's why you call a close resemblance.
Yeah.
At least in terms of the fingerprints.
Yes. No, somebody will let that koala this.
I hope they're not watching and hearing it.
Yeah,
have you ever told the person before?
Yeah, man, we're honest like that, man.
Okay.
Big up my G. Anyway.
Maybe you should call him UK.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Seriously.
You give British Nation some ideas right now.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I get a koala up on the crime scene there.
No, we wouldn't have that problem here at all. Maybe in
Australia.
South Australia, the Kangaroo Island or one of them places. They would have that problem.
Koala did it.
Yeah, well.
The koala did it.
The koalas were done by it. You remember 2020 when they had this hell of a bushfire, man?
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
It is said that about 60,000 koalas were killed during that time. Yeah. Almost wiped out the population of koalas. We're lucky we were able to get one on the street this morning.
Them so nice. They're nice, you know?
Yeah, them have a vibe.
Yeah, them nice.
Them a climb up on thing. And,
Nice, man.
All right,
Nobody.
That's the fact that you should remember. Koala fingerprints are almost indistinguishable from humans.
All right, Bridge Nation, to Spice. Spice is emancipated. First week album sales are in. I'm so happy for her. It really don't matter. I'm just so proud of this hard-working lady. Right, so Queen of Dancehall, Spice's sophomore album, Emancipated, made its debut on the Billboard Reggae Album Chart when it released today. It's actually today. It's going to be released today. The chart is delayed by 1 day due to the Labor Day holiday in the U.S. So Emancipated, which was independently released on August 26th under Stealth Music / Spice Official Entertainment, has sold 1,500 total units of consumption from sales and streaming in the United States in its first week of release. The 9 tracks album total first week consumption includes 700 copies in pure album sales and 1 million from audio and video streams in the US, according to data provided by the Billboard sales tracker Luminate, I believe, or Luminate. So she not do so bad. I always wonder why the album sales are always so rough. For the, you know what, we're missing a formula or something, maybe. Are we missing a formula? Like, we're not really... No, but on a serious note, because no matter how good it seems, it just seems as though it can't just really pass that.
Yeah, in our culture, it's like more support for live shows and performances as against buying records.
I wonder if we could have said...
And I mean, many artists have actually pleaded with their legion of fans to please buy the record, but
millions and millions, and only
certainly not in the same way that the hip hop world and pop world does it.
No. We shared something this week, I believe, and it was like 150,000 or something to that effect. DJ Khaled. Yes, and I was like, oh my goodness, first week, you know.
Took him to the top of the Billboard charts.
Exactly.
God did.
God definitely did. But I'm proud of her, you know. She's doing what she wants to, and I'm really hoping that more will come of it. I feel like, as Richie shared, the live performances and so on and tours will create that buzz, but we really want to see that happening with the album sales as well.
Go ahead.
I figure more or less, gradually, sales will...
It's been taking a long time. Back in the day, though, many artists would actually do a lot more in terms of merchandise sales. There's a very famous dub poet here in Jamaica who, when he's going out, when he used to go out back in the day, it was always being said that he would have several suitcases with merchandise and CDs and so on. But I don't know to what extent that is happening these days. So that persons would perform, and then they would have a little setup where they can go sign some autographs and create some sales.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of that is happening.
No,
certainly not as much as it used to.
Digital.
I think we're exactly. I think we're so much in the digital age
but
that
she did some numbers on the digital side.
Yes, that's a lot.
That's sales.
So the street, but that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if like.
On simple subscription, that in a simple thing, subscribe to them platform, then can listen to Spice Music. That not gonna really help the album itself.
Right. So I think our Jamaican artists genuinely need to, especially our dancer artists, genuinely need to find that formula that the Americans have and work with it so that they can get more sales.
It's rough.
The fans don't seem to support the music.
Well, I tell you, there's one artist though here locally that I am seeing doing some work in the streets. Richie Bling Dog.
True.
Let me tell you.
Bling Dog be selling his album.
No, you better believe that.
Yes, right.
That's true.
Well, I don't know if that's
blueprint they need to be copied.
Yeah. You can't Bling Dog na business about him a self-film album.
Well, I don't know if the timing of my story is right, but I just like the irony of this. Shenseea, so she'll be working on an album as well, but not hers. Don't worry, not her. Her next one not out yet, but she's working with a rapper named Bia, and she's hinting at a Shenseea collab on her upcoming album, her debut album, as a matter of fact. No, I'm not gonna lie, Shenseea, I know about Bia. Yeah, you understand, because them look like really close friends. I see them share stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Bia have a tune with J. Cole, one named London. You see me? I don't know about London. Everybody make tune about London. But yeah, I tune the batch have a vibe. So I want you guys to know that over the weekend, the Whole Lot of Money rapper tweeted photos of some studio time with New York producer Lil Rich. In one of the shots, the producer held up a whiteboard with what appeared to be the track list of the Bia album, but the titles were all scratched out. See that? Promo. I like that. However, on the close inspection, the real fans are going to say Shenseea's name, and it was spotted at the lower part of the board, despite being partially marked out too. I wouldn't even consider. No, so Shenseea got up on the album, but
Yeah,
she didn't say much in the tweet.
Yeah.
However, I think it's gonna happen. Like I said, Richie, Jojo, Audley, they're actually really good friends.
Yeah.
Whenever Bia is performing at shows, and Bia makes some good numbers, even though she's an upcoming rapper, in my opinion, she sell out some spaces there. And Shenseea is always there, showing her strength. And when Shenseea is performing, Bia is there.
Okay. Yeah.
So they like them have a
Nice
nice
friendship.
sisterhood thing. So I think it should be a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go on,
All
Shen.
right. All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
If it does happen, like in
Yeah.
terms of collabo.
Yeah.
Should I go on?
Yeah, Swiss Beats and Diddy are in support of Kanye West.
That's right.
Who is vowing to stop wearing Adidas. Kanye West is generating support from his friends in the hip-hop industry as he wages war against Adidas, is the story. And that, as I mentioned, includes support from Swiss Beats and Diddy, who vows to stop wearing gears from the sportswear giant. So the billionaire rapper turned fashion icon has been posting about the company with whom he has a $1 billion deal. But according to Kanye, Adidas had left him out of the decision-making aspect of the business, despite him bringing in a large amount of revenue for the company. Adidas has yet to respond to Kanye, who has been attacking various members of the upper management of the company. Some insiders say that Kanye is attempting to bully the board and shareholders into bringing him into the upper management, despite his agreement only to be one as a designer. Okay? Kanye West has also alleged that Adidas and Gap, with whom he has a separate agreement, have stolen his designs and tried to make copies in China. He says he's taking the companies to court over the allegations. So this looks like it's going to be one that will be long and drawn out. And
I like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, like, if I understand with Adidas because they have something there. They did something that he did not agree. I truly believe that he didn't agree with it. But sometimes I feel like Kanye might be a little bit suspicious of everybody.
I'm not wrong him.
Seems like Kanye is suspicious. He's always ready to sue.
You ever see him in an interview where him smile brightly and then he just screw
Yeah.
right after?
Like,
Yeah.
Kanye don't trust nobody.
I don't blame him, but I like the fact that, because, he waged war against Nike long ago.
True.
When he had this nice collab with Adidas. I just think he just waited until him turn a billionaire and can do him own thing now. And him just not for stand for certain foolishness. Because
True,
right now,
true.
he's a powerful black man
Yeah.
with him own brand. Do what you can,
Yeah,
boys.
so if he's frustrating them enough and they want to get him out of that contract,
to
then
pay him.
there'll be a hefty payday
Yeah.
as
Put
well.
some
Yep,
more upon
yep.
the billy.
I put him in an upper management because obviously Kanye, why would you just have Kanye being designer? Because Kanye have upper management
Yeah.
mentality.
Quality.
May I just add though, no disrespect to Adidas, but I really bring some traffic to
True.
that brand in recent years.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so
Respect you.
yeah,
Yes,
man, them
so they
know
must
that
know what
them
they're
are
doing.
Yeah.
And the fact that just like that, you see how many influential artists is like we're burn out Adidas, we're
Yep.
not weird. So,
So
you know what
easily.
are gonna happen that are gonna spill over to their fans.
Yep.
And
And
Adidas don't
is,
want that.
And
so
Adidas
fix
is
that.
something for the culture too, so it's very
Exactly.
important to have the
For the
community.
hip hop culture,
Yeah.
yes. So they have
So
to
you
be
see?
careful about how they're moving.
Listen, back in the days, hold on.
Run
You-
DMC. Yeah, man, I
Yeah,
know about the
man.
culture.
Yeah,
know about the
man.
culture,
Listen,
man.
if you weren't wearing an Adidas,
Yep.
yeah, nah, I said no.
Yeah, nah. Say no.
Listen to what Diddy said in a post. Please, Kanye, can you send me something I could post in support of you? I never wear Adidas again for the rest of my life if they don't make you right, Diddy said.
Yeah.
And
they don't have to.
Kanye responded, praise God, and I love you.
Yeah.
That's what's up, ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen. That was...
Update.
All right, it's time now for us to do two features back to back. We've got the proverb of the day, and we also follow through with the pet peeve of the morning. And so here we go.
All right, so our proverb of the day. This one, everybody should know it, including Shells,
Let me
Bridge
hear it.
Nation. Defiest Goliath trouble.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Everybody know this.
I heard
one.
this one before. That don't even know what it mean.
No man. Somebody need to take out a strap. What you mean?
All right, deaf ears Goliath trouble.
Yes.
Deaf ears Goliath trouble. This mean
Yes.
say yo. You must. It have something to do with assumption.
Yes,
you know something
kind
about
of.
that. You know, say yo. You know, if you're not, be careful where you know, I don't know, I go with this in a Jojo, but have something to do with assumption. But no, honestly, for me, when I used to hear this, it makes sense when people bother look into the meaning.
The actual meaning, because it obviously
like it just
already makes sense.
It's like, yo.
So the meaning, be certain of what you have heard before you choose to repeat it.
Okay.
So deaf ears give liar trouble. So if you hear the wrong thing and go repeat it, it's a liar. Cause not go so, and people never go say, you're gonna get in a problem. So
Like
deaf ears give liar trouble. So when you hear people attack, please don't eavesdrop and they go carry information when I go so. Do me a beg or no. Alright, so that's our proverb of the day. We're heading over to pet peeves. Something happened this. Alright, so if you're just joining us for the first time, pet peeves are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. And not only do, but say. So we have this thing, guys, in our producer's corner, right? We'll call it our producer's corner. We'll have conversation. And there's a hot debate about women, right? About good girls and bad girls. And one of the most annoying thing I've heard over the years that I've been in the dating sphere and I've turned, a nice, wonderful young woman, is that women like me are considered, rebels are bad girls because we don't agree in an instant with men. We're not agreeable, so to speak, and we're stern and we stand up for ourselves and we have no problem saying no. And I think that's annoying because I believe that I'm a good woman, but my thing is that you can't turn me in a puppy show.
Say a bad
And it's
Say a bad girl, Jojo. Where you try to go around
no, but why is it that women who are strong, they know who they are, they're confident,
right,
and they are ready to say no, are considered bad or rebel? Why aren't we the good women?
No, man. You see, no. What happened now? Remember, peeps, the thing go. Culture change right now. Bad mean good. Right now.
No, but that's not...
Jojo, listen, man. Watch this now. As a matter of fact, in the dancehall culture, when a man say, bad girl, that mean you're great. You understand what I mean? Say, look on Nanny of the Maroons. Nanny bad. You see me? And they say, Nanny bad, Nanny a jet.
But in this case, though, seriously speaking, they don't mean it as a matter of fact, they mean it in a negative way, because what was said after my statement was that, you come off more manly. I was like, sir.
Yeah, but that one, no, I can't.
Start dating the conversation after that, because I was like, so I'm strong and I know who I am. So now all of a sudden I'm masculine.
Yeah, man.
Who tell them for boy.
Yeah, I can't.
But it's annoying.
The term is why are babes so strong?
Yeah, no, me use that, but I'm not gonna say
so
it's so strong.
It's a pet peeve of mine. I think for the women who are out there who are women, very soft, very feminine, but we're strong. We know what we want, and we're not going to put up with any foolishness. I think it is unfair to put us in that box, calling us masculine just because we said no to you, sir. Yeah. So that's a pet peeve of mine. Stop it, men, when you find strong women.
All right. I've been out of the game for such a long time that
I'm with that.
It was a lot of joy just listening to you guys talking about dating. But Jody, if I might add, you continue to be a strong woman because some men do find that attractive.
Oh, you mean?
I know them. They're normally mature men. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That easy.
So, but do what you got to do.
Yes, sir.
Go on, tell them no, yeah.
All right, we're entering the segment where we have an interview with a very important gentleman. He's opposition spokesperson on water and agriculture. And he has been in the news recently for several reasons. And those are the things we want to be talking to him about this morning. We say good morning and welcome, Mr. Lothan Cousins. MP, how are you doing?
Good morning, Richie. Good morning, Shenseea.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Mr. Cousins. There is a matter that you have commented on that brought you here this morning, and we wanted to get some details on you, from you, in relation to some agreements for the sale of agricultural lands to Portland Holdings, Inc., that if it goes through would be of concern to you. What details can you share to sort of set the tone for our conversation?
So, good morning. I don't know if we can classify it as agreement for sale of the land as yet. The situation appears to be fluid. Why I say that is because the cabinet put out a release recently, and the cabinet's release stated that there has been no decision to sell. Subsequent to that, there were reports in the paper that the land, a section of the land in question, has already been zoned for housing. We have heard from Portland Holdings and Model Agriculture, that is the entity that is controlled by Lee Chin. And we have heard from them to the extent that they have approached the government to purchase these lands for housing construction, and that they had no intention initially to do housing, but they subsequently found out that the land was zoned.
Stick a pin. We're talking about some 3,000 acres of arable land in the Innswood Village area of St. Catherine, right?
Some of the most arable, fertile lands we have anywhere in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
The land already has irrigation infrastructure in place. I understand there's a pressurized irrigation infrastructure system that was in place at a cost of $2 million US. Right? So we have serious agricultural investment there. And so our concern as an opposition is the fact that we do not want all of our agricultural land to be utilized for housing, particularly when you look in the context of the fact that we have a high import bill, right? And that import bill exceeded $1 billion US last year. It was close to $1 billion the year before.
Yes.
I spoke about it in Parliament.
Wow.
You have used words like a bait and switch scheme. What do you mean by that in describing this whole situation?
Yes, because it appears that way. Why it appears that way is that we are now being told that from as far back as 2017, there about 2018, there was a change of use application, and that the land was rezoned for housing. Then in 2019, Model Agriculture was given the land and told that they could farm. And then we're told now in 2022 that we're going to switch now back to the housing that we had initially proposed from 2017. So it appears as if we were hoodwinked into believing that this was going to be a model agricultural farm that every agricultural interest in Jamaica would be excited about. But now we're being told that there's a change of the mind of the current model agriculture. And that is something that, to my mind, is very unfortunate, and it speaks to transparency, because there's an issue of transparency in how sugar company holdings operate. And this is amounts to a national disgrace, to be honest with you.
I agree.
Because sugar company holdings operates like a one-man band. Several thousand hectares of land that belong to the people of Jamaica, not any single individual or entity. And when you're dealing with these lands, we need to be transparent, and that's why I'm calling for an audit. We need an audit of all of the lands that have been owned by sugar company holdings, divested, either leased or sold, right? To whom, under what arrangement, and at what cost.
No, greetings, Mr. Cousins. Shells here. Do you believe that, given, because we've been seeing for decades, people complaining about, the housing situation. Do you think that could be a reason behind this, like backs are against the wall and they're just trying to, to fulfill these needs?
Put it this way: the opposition is not against housing development, and I said it clearly in my release that alternate land should be given to the developer if he is interested in developing houses. Just up the road from this particular land is what them doing Silverstones on. Several thousand hectares. It's on the hillside. They can give them some of that land and build a house up there. Our concern is not the fact that there is a housing shortage. We believe that every Jamaican should have decent and affordable housing. Every single Jamaican. And it is my party that charted the path for many Jamaicans to be able to own a home in this country through the NHD and other development. So we would never be against development, right? When we're doing Portmore, we never did Portmore on the prime land. We converted a swamp into a city. We left the prime lands, that is Bernard Lodge and Innswood and other lands around there. We never went there and farmed on it.
I hear you, Mr. Cousins. Now you're highlighting the issues that you have with this arrangement, should it go through. But what other action are you contemplating as a party in objection for this possibility as it is right now?
Well, before we can take any action, we need further and better particulars. I mean, the situation changes every day. Just yesterday, we heard from the government by a release that the application for change of use was rejected. Right? So what we want is a clear position from the government that there's no intention to sell off all of our prime agricultural land for housing construction. When you drive across Jamaica, you see empty land everywhere. Most of them can't plant any houses on. When you go into Manchester, you look at Spur Tree, you look over the hillside, on the hillside there. You can plant houses there. Don't plant houses on the best lands we have.
To be clear, you have a problem with the entire 3,000 acres being sold, or is it that you'd prefer if maybe say half or a lesser amount?
No.
What is the concern there?
The entire 3,000 acres should remain on the agricultural production. There are some of our most fertile A1 soils anywhere in Jamaica. The irrigation infrastructure is there. We do not need to plant houses there.
Got you. Loud and clear. All right, Mr. Cousins, I want to thank you for coming on and speaking to us this morning on this hot button issue, and we'll continue to watch it as we go forward. Thank you, and you have a good day.
Thank you, Richie B.
All the best. Our pleasure. Lothan Cousins, MP and Shadow Minister for Agriculture and Water Development and all of that for the People's National Party.
Boy, Richie. Maffa said this.
Yeah.
If I want thing, it's a pet peeve. I know pet peeve just gone, Jojo, but it's a pet peeve of mine. It's the people in a power, no matter which side. Please, and I can't say another things for the people. And when I get the people, them not getting a transparency. Like, that's all me want.
Transparency.
Like the more, like both sides, please. Like nobody just left it at with the big heads and just make them decision. Yeah.
That's a good call.
Yeah, because we need a transparency.
You're adding your voice to that of many who have been calling for that.
It look good. Yeah, I mean, we don't say I do it for the people, but you have some people. What else need to know all the money I go? Taxpayer money. You know, what else need to know all the thing?
What I'd say is that we want to believe that you're doing it for the people.
See that?
Convince us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is the next.
My question though is, how much? What was the price?
Because
if $2 million was spent on irrigation, US was spent in irrigation. If you're selling back that land, I'm trying to figure out what kind of value would be placed on this sale.
And I don't know much about agriculture, but do we have lands like that to spare where we can just say, all right, we're going to do development on this one? Do we have fertile lands to spare?
I would hope that that the sale price that was even being contemplated is not less than $2 million US, which would not match up to the cost for irrigation.
Yeah.
No, seriously, transparency is definitely important. In this matter and in all matters.
I agree.
All right. A word to the wise is sufficient. And it's time for us to welcome another guest. This is, for me, a highly anticipated moment because we're about to do some remembrances and remembering Miss Lou in particular, who would have celebrated a birthday today, a day that we were talking about it a while ago where we see Google as her right there as you enter the portal.
Yeah, right there.
And that is a big tribute to her. I'm sure that Professor Opal Palmer Adisa is feeling proud of that as well. And she's here to help us remember Miss Lou. Good morning, Prof.
Good morning. I am so excited.
Thanks,
I
Prof.
expected you to be. This whole Google tribute definitely is like the icing on the cake now, isn't it?
It is. You know, I was just speaking to Fabian, her son, because we were sent the information and we were sworn to secrecy. We couldn't tell anyone. And so it's a very exciting moment for Miss Lou, for the family, but for Jamaica.
And I'm trying to figure out what can you share in terms of how this might have happened. Is it Google who took it upon themselves to pay this tribute, or is it something that we lobbied for? What can you tell us about that?
Well, Fabian has established a foundation, and so he has been reaching out to various people, and one of the persons he's reached to, had contacts, and so that came about. But pretty much it was, just from spreading the word for Miss Lou, and then someone picking it up at Google and reaching out back to the family to say, we want to do this.
Oh, fantastic. Now the world gets a chance to be reminded of her and her great works. Prof, those who may not understand the importance of celebrating Miss Lou's legacy, I want you to help us and help them, in fact, by sort of, in summary, tell us a little bit about the great impact that she has left on our culture.
Okay. So one of the first things, the fact is that most of us now feel proud to speak the Jamaican nation language or patois. That is because Miss Lou. Miss Lou worked with Cassidy, who did the Jamaican dictionary. And as you know, she insisted and writing in the Jamaican nation language in her poetry, which was not recognized at her time, So she got a lot of flack for that. She was not considered a poet as a result of that. So there's many sacrifices that she made because of making that stand. Miss Lou is the first black person and woman to have attended the Royal Academy Drama Performing Arts in England. She's the second person to have had a show on the BBC. She worked as an ethnographer in Jamaica, collecting songs and folklores and dances. Her favorite song, This Long Time Gal, that she wrote. She was the first with Randy Williams to nationalize the pantomime with her queen daughter. Let's face it, the first local children's program, Ring Ding, on TV.
Yes.
And I could go on. But that is just some of the major achievements that this woman has made.
That's right.
And so we celebrate her for making us feel her proud. One of the things she used to say in Ring Ding is clap yourself. Well, that was an affirmation for us to say who we are, how we speak, our culture is totally, perfectly fine and acceptable, and we need to celebrate it.
Now, speaking of celebrating, Prof, will there be any activities as we aim to commemorate this legend?
Yes, there are lots of activities today. There's going to be a big celebration at the university that's put on by the language that has been advocating to nationalize Jamaican language as one of the two languages for Jamaica. So there's going to be a big celebration there from 11 to 2 at the Multicultural Center in the library. And there are celebrations all over the world that are taking place. And then the big celebration is really the inaugural festival, which will happen October 15th to coincide with National Heroes Week. That will be happening at Gordon Town. A family event from 10 to 5 p.m.
Will you play a role in any way in these celebrations, Prof?
Yes, well, I am the organizer of the festival, and I'm speaking this evening at this event in the University of the West Indies. And I think Minister Grange is going to be there because she had handed to me privately, not privately, a statue of Miss Lou. And so we want to do a public unveiling of that today.
Sounds good.
And then I'll be on tape some things for Canada and Miami.
Mm-hmm. For those who would love to learn more about Miss Lou, where can they get information?
Perfect.
Yes.
The National Library of Jamaica has an archive on Jamaica. It's a wonderful archive where you can get just about everything that you need to know about Miss Lou there. And then MacPherson in Canada has also an archive on Miss Lou, but they're linked through our national library. Miss Lou is Jamaican. We want to keep her Jamaican. And so it's a wonderful thing that the Jamaican National Library has done in terms of that archive. And then, of course, there's the 100 Voices, which was published by the University Press, the edited collection of 100 plus contributions of Jamaican poets and writers and thinkers: Mervyn Morris, Carolyn Cooper, Kwame Dawes, Lincoln Kwesi Johnson, Lorna Goodison, Minister Grange herself, and the former Prime Minister, T.J. Patterson. All of them are contained in this incredible collection.
I personally believe that it's time that the government should declare Miss Lou a national hero, as well as Bob Marley for that matter. Do you share similar sentiments?
I certainly agree. I wrote an article that was published a couple of weeks ago that says two heroes. This idea of picking them apart is ridiculous. And one of the things I concluded in the article, if Miss Lou and Bob Marley were alive, they would hug up and go on stage and says, we've both contributed. I think it's a moot point. Yes, they're both national heroes. What they've done to put the face of Jamaica internationally is phenomenal. And with Google now, I mean, it would be really short-sighted for her not to be made a national hero.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate the work that you do in making sure that Miss Lou is revered and remembered, and especially on the anniversary of her birth. We're going to close out this segment, Prof, by playing a snippet of Long Time Gal, but we want to thank you again for appearing on the program with us, and we wish you a great day and all the activities, with all the activities that you have ahead of you as we celebrate Miss Lou. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thanks Jamaica for celebrating Miss Lou.
Absolutely. Right. Good morning and welcome to Tashina Muzik. Good morning.
Blessings, Tashina.
Good morning.
Energy.
There she is. Yeah. How are you, Tashina?
I am good. Thank you for asking. And how are you doing this morning?
We're doing well. We're doing very, very well. Happy to have you. First, we're getting a chance to meet like this. We've had a conversation before, but you've been building out your brand in a really beautiful way over the past several months. Give us an update as to what's been happening in your life musically in the past, say, 4 to 6 months. What have you been working on? What's been doing?
Well, I'm working towards the release of my EP. I'm super, super excited about it. And I've been doing music videos, I've been doing shows, I've been doing interviews. I'm preparing myself overall for this interview. EP. I'm super, super excited about it, really.
Yes. With all the work that you're putting in, all the love that you're getting, I know that you're getting a lot of love, even places like London, where I have some connections. I know you're getting a lot of airplay and so on there. Deep down within, do you feel that you're ready for what's ahead of you, should you break, as we expect you to?
I mean, definitely. I've been preparing for this my whole life. And when I say my whole life, I do mean my whole life. I've been doing music. Anybody that knows Tashina McKenzie know Tashina Muzik, but it's the same person. I've been on Taste the Talent competition. I've been on Rising Star competition. I've been on Festival Song competition. I've been on Magnum Kings and Queens. I mean, I've been in this industry for over 10 years. I've been doing the work. I've been preparing myself. I've been working on my craft, perfecting my writing skills, my vocal skills. So I'm definitely ready for this right now.
It's a good look. That is it. That is it. Now, Tashina, I'm curious. You know, Richie mentioned how versatile you are. Nobody can study you. You seem very unique, though you bring forth your music. But how would you describe your music?
I would describe it as versatile and true. You can't really know what to expect next from me, because 1 minute me had this spice and the next minute me can be Mariah Carey, and you're like, ooh, that's like a big contrast, you know? Spice, Mariah Carey. So anywhere in between that, you can find me there. And at the opposite ends too.
No, I'm not going to try to DJ like he did in the collaboration that you did with the World Boss, but I'm going to quote him. He describes Tashina like this: body where you got, fit for the gleaner, nice and clean, sexy like Tashina.
Woyoy.
That is what Did I get the lyrics right?
Yes.
So you
did.
you inspired Kartel to write those lyrics, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
What can you tell us about that collaboration, and how happy are you at that collaboration with Kartel?
All right. So I mean, from being at that one of the Kartel have different type of music. So
Yes.
when the bad man sang them come on me, I bust blank, bap, 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 bap. Me no pray, no for people. All of them come there.
Yeah.
And then know when your body coming like Bible, I'll start whining. So I mean, like I've been an avid Vybz Kartel fan from Black Kartel days to White Kartel days to right now Jail Kartel days, Kartel fan overall.
Okay.
You know, so they get a collab with the word boss, and then I mean the things that we must say, if you listen to the lyrics, the song there,
yeah.
and I have 2 collabs with him.
Oh really?
Wow.
If you listen to the lyrics, I have 2 collabs. I have best love ever, leave you never. Enough people even know say me, but them soon.
Yeah. Mad thing.
So I mean the lyrics them when him use,
Yeah.
and how him put me on a platform with the lyrics, I'm like, yo, that man rate me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely, because the thing them, when I say, him not not the normal and not the average.
Yeah.
The man say, body will for the center spreading at the girl alone, me want come in, yeah. Body will for the center spreading at the cleaner, nice and clean, sexy like Tashina.
Yo! I mean, when I heard it, I was like,
It's a good look, man. I like this. Now, Tashina, I love the energy you're bringing forward with this collaboration, and just how you speak about working with Kartel. This is a man we know his impact on the culture, the impact on the dancehall industry. But how let's speak about your impact. Like, how do you feel you'll be able to impact dancehall? I mean, you're off to a good start.
Well, I feel like I'll be able to impact dancehall in a way that people are gonna be like, "Whoa, it can be done." Like most of the time, them you have a singer and you have a DJ, and them separate. But because firstly, I'm a singer, so that's the first thing. I'm a singer, like the pipes, like the Whitney Houston, the Mariah Carey pipes. Them I got those.
Nice.
But then being a singer in a dancehall oriented space, it wasn't really giving the impact that I wanted it to. So I had to conform, and I had to reinvent myself, and DJ, and I start DJ, and I've been practicing it, and I became so good that people started comparing me to Spice. Like in that song Cherish the Moment, a lot of people thought it was Spice. So I'm like, yo, I go hard there. You know what I mean? So the impact that I think that I am definitely bringing to dancehall is a girl that does it all. Like you're like, whoa. Because I mean, Richie B, you've been playing Injustice.
yeah, oh yeah, that's deep.
And that is a song that most people, even Bounty Killer, commended me on it, because he's like, you don't normally see a dancehall artist doing songs like Itana type of songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean that dance like reggae soul, like real reggae soul, like Itana type of vibe, but yet still me I do
Justice, I
the
love that song.
Brocoat and you know what I mean? So I'm that girl that brings it all to the table.
Yeah.
As an
Versatile.
artist, I'm not in a box, I'm not limited. As Richie B said, versatile.
Yeah, man, trust me. Oh, you mean? I'm wondering though, have you ever given thought to maybe? I know you're overseas, where you live now, but have you ever given thought to coming back home for a little while, maybe spend a few weeks or even a month, and just get the career going, do the interviews, make the stops, the stops at the parties and so on, and show your face so that people can get more familiar with you? Have you thought about that?
Definitely, and I think that if I was in Jamaica right now, that more people would know me. Like it would be, my career would be bigger. But it's a choice that I made, and certain things haven't come through as yet.
Okay.
They're in the pipeline. So I'm just anxiously waiting on that. I can't wait to come back here and do the work.
Done the place.
right.
Oh, you
That's
mean?
right.
Where can people find you, Tashina?
They can find me everywhere. I'm on all social media platforms: Spotify, Instagram, Audio Mac. There's Tashina Muzik with a Z, no, with a Z. In America, we them say Z, but Jamaica we say Z.
Z.
So Muzik. So Tashina Muzik, them can Google it, and then we find me everywhere. I'm everywhere. Tashina Muzik.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's really great having you on the program this morning. Congratulations on
It's
what you've been
great
doing.
being here.
And I hope
Thank
that you
you.
continue to grow from strength to strength. Not very often we have one individual who can sing like a Mariah Carey and sound like a Spice for that matter.
Yeah.
And she's got it all, the full package. And want to wish you all the best, Tashina. What do you want to say to the fans out there?
I want to say keep supporting. Run go on my Instagram page, run go on my Spotify, my Audio Mac, and just keep supporting. You know what I mean? If you never listen to song them, my Vivo, Tashina Muzik Vivo, run go over there, watch the videos. They may have whole heap of nice song and whole heap of niceness in store. And thank you for supporting me all these years from Rising Star days, Magnum days, everything. You know, big up on yourself.
This is a little controversial. Somebody just sent me a question to ask you. Have you gone under the knife?
Have I gone under a knife?
Knife.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Like,
Where did that come from?
why would they say
That's
that? I
it.
mean, they're seeing my. I did not do anything to my face. I haven't done anything to my face.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Natural beauty. You know the
Natural.
thing,
All right, Tashina, take care. Thanks for being our guest this morning and best wishes, all right?
Thank you for having me.
It's our
Love,
pleasure.
Love, love.
Richie, you don't know what I'm thinking. I know, Richie.
Wow.
I rate you and I love you like a brother. But if you can't shake a leg, look, I see Shells trying to think like he be hanging out with Ding Dong, but this is before Ding Dong started.
I know.
No, I mean, what I like about dance is you can mix the stir fry with some scale,
Everything.
and it goes very well.
You know, Sam, I got tried right now.
It can work.
We're not seeing Roy on the cameras yet, though, so we need to see what he's keeping up there in New York.
It can work, Richie.
It worked, right?
It can work.
Ah,
It works. It works.
there he is.
I'm just showing our listeners that, you know, Richie be party won't be a normal party.
No, sir.
People, come with your musical ear in gear. And ladies, if the heels now work, walk with some flip-flop. It's going to be that type of energy and that type of vibe. We're taking you, because we're still celebrating 60, Richie.
Yeah, we are.
And we're taking them along that journey.
Yeah.
And you've been broadcasting for so many years, so you've got fans that are coming from back in the days when you were at other radio stations and when you broke records back in the days. You got artists calling me and say, right, you can't talk to Richie from the... but
They're
you know
calling
Richie
me
before-
too. They're
Yeah,
calling
I said,
me.
But you know Richie before me know Richie. What do you mean by you?
But, you know, on that note, Roy, I have to tell you, and you don't have to get nervous because when I say this kind of thing, he goes, what is he coming with? But I do have an announcement to make in this segment before we close out this morning.
Wow.
Okay?
That's all I can say.
So look out for that later on.
Wow. And speaking of announcement, let me
Yes.
just say it is official. The Welcome to Jamrock cruise is totally sold out. We
Oh,
had Shabba Ranks
fantastic.
live on Saturday with only a few cabins to go. And when Shabba came on the radio and said, "I'm me, man," all the cabins went.
You edited that, though, because he went on to say, big, dirty, edit, Shabba.
Totally sold out. So
That's fantastic news.
yeah, so book for 2023. This one is a wrap. I know they're saying that if you want to be on a waiting list in case, because you know when it comes to cruises, sometimes people have emergencies and can't go again. So there might be a chance if someone canceled that you can be on that waiting list. So you're kind of good if you want to take that route.
Wow, that is really good news, and we're talking about thousands. That boat holds thousands of people, and the lineup is awesome. And I'm not surprised actually, Roy, because it really, I mean, you have to give credit to the organizers of the cruise because they have been doing a fantastic job mixing the different eras of dancehall and reggae and coming up with good, excellent lineup. So we're not surprised, and we wish them well, and know everybody's going to have a good time.
Yeah. Well, it's actually always sold out, and that's the amazing thing. And the reason why now we do this one big ship, because at one time we had to do two ships, one that did 25 and another that did 25. And then people kept saying, "But my friend up on that ship and me up on the other ship." So they finally found a ship that holds like 6,000 people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yee.
Huge.
Yo.
Yes, sir. So people have been calling me. People are some of them are sitting at the edge of their seats wondering what I have to say. And I will say it now. First of all, I consulted with the PR firm that is assisting me in getting certain messages out in relation to the upcoming birthday bash that we'll stage in New York City. And I thought long and hard about it, and through discussion, Roy, I took a decision that we shouldn't really hold on to this bit of information, but we should put it out there before, so that those who will be attending will know exactly what to expect. In addition to the PR agency representatives, I spoke with Bobby, Mr. Clark, who is also assisting us and partnering with us on this project. And he was overjoyed at the suggestion, which I'm about to declare this morning. Have I yet? No, I haven't.
No. Richie, I'm nervous.
Now, Shells doesn't know.
No.
DJ Audley doesn't know. Producer Jody, who would know, doesn't even know. But I'm going to say it here now for the first time. When I selected DJ Roy, Richie Pooh, Dubmaster Chris, and Glamour Wayne to assist me in celebrating a very important milestone in my life, it didn't just come like by accident or anything like that. It was by choice, carefully thought out decision. Because these four brothers are very special to me, and I hold them in very high esteem. And so, in addition to all the partying and so on that will be going on September 25 in New York City at the Mingles Ultra Lounge, you know I was the one who conceptualized the EME Awards. Well, I will be delivering an award to these four gentlemen in a category that I'll call the Peer Awards, because these are among my peers that I have the highest respect for. So DJ Roy, yourself, Richie Pooh, Dubmaster Chris, and Glamour Wayne will in fact be collecting an award from yours truly because of the respect I have for all of you on that night.
That is it.
That is it.
I love it.
I'm lost for words.
He's speechless.
You know, it takes a lot to shut me up. Wow. Bridging.
Yeah, let's lift this.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Shell?
Yeah, let's.
While you're getting yourself together after that major announcement, let me give you a quotation that I gave to my PR firm that's handling this for me. I said, and I quote, "I handpicked these gentlemen based on the respect I have for them, their professional approach to the game, their consistently high standards of performance, and the mammoth contribution they have made to our music and entertainment industry."
Sounds right.
End quote. That is what I said, and that is what I mean, and that is what I'll stand by. So from now, we're saying congratulations to all four of you brothers. I'm looking forward to having a great night on September 25 at Mingles. What are the ticket outlets, Charles?
All right, well, in honor of your urge strong, you know, man, have to put on my Richie voice. All right.
Here to know.
So ticket outlet. Sands Bar and Grill, Rockatone Seafood, Genesis Restaurant, Mingles Express Grill, and People's Choice Furniture
right.
for Richie B's birthday bash.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm working on it. Give me 2 here.
Yes, I. Thank you very much, Shells.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Now, Richie, I'm hoping that you're coming in a few days earlier and you're going to be broadcasting live back into Jamaica. Because, you know, we're gonna turn it into a whole week of celebration for your
fantastic.
birthday. So I'm hoping that the powers that be there, you know, we have the technology, so that's the least of our problems. I know that you have probably prior engagement, probably the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but even by Thursday, if you can catch a late flight team so we can broadcast live Friday morning.
Okay.
And then Saturday, you can join us on the air here
All right.
in New York City. And then who knows, maybe Bobby will even set up a live broadcast because you know they love you in the
No,
streets.
he has some he has some plans. So we'll get them out to the public in due course. But
Nice.
but I think we're being told that we're out of time. Roy, thank you very much, man, and we look forward to seeing you when we get up there in the Big Apple.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All
And before I go, let me say a big happy birthday to Miss Lou.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Legendary Miss Lou. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I think she'd have been 103.
Three.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's all over Google, you know that, right?
Yeah. Same way.
Yeah, man. All over
All
Google.
over Google on the homepage. yeah.
On the
Just
homepage, she's actually featured today, Roy.
right above the search engine.
Yeah, it's a
Big
good
up.
look.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, very good look.
Yeah,
Gentlemen, we'll meet again soon. And
Most def.
I can't wait, man. Can't
Yeah.
wait. Can't
Take
wait.
care, bro. Much love.